该老拍照，该整整了。我就睡了。
整了。过年好啊，过年好。
Warthog Defense reported about this, but now we have another source. North Korean soldiers who joined their Russian allies in battle against Ukrainian forces have been pulled off the front lines in the Kursk region of the Russian Federation after suffering heavy casualties, reports the New York Times. The American publication refers to officials from Ukraine and the United States. According to sources, the North Korean military has not been seen at the front for about 2 weeks. According to the newspaper, since arriving on the battlefield in the Kursk region to help the Russians oust Ukrainian troops, the DPRK soldiers have been left to their own devices. They conducted their offensives with few armored vehicles and rarely stopped to regroup or retreat. However, according to U.S. officials, it is possible that the North Korean soldiers could return to the battlefield. This could happen after additional training or after the Russians find new ways to deploy them to avoid such heavy losses. The spokesman for the Special Operations Forces of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Colonel Oleksandr Kindratenko, confirmed in a comment to Ukrainska Pravda that the presence of the DPRK military had not been noted in the Kursk region of the Russian Federation for about 3 weeks. The military officer clarified that it referred only to those areas of the front where the Special Operations Forces were fighting. The Special Operations Forces speak exclusively about the areas where our units are deployed. In this regard, we would like to inform you that the presence of DPRK troops has not been observed for about 3 weeks. Presumably having suffered heavy losses, they were forced to withdraw, said Kindratenko. Previously, a Pentagon spokesman told the NYT that the DPRK could have sent reinforcements to the Kursk region within 2 months to join Russia's war against Ukraine. As previously reported, the families of the North Korean soldiers killed during the hostilities against Ukraine are obliged to sign non-disclosure documents. Near Pokrovsk, 8 highly dangerous storm convicts have deserted from the Russians, taking their weapons with them. The Russians are now warning that these individuals plan to steal a car and head for Seladov. This is neither the first nor the last such incident. And the war isn't even over yet. How many thousands of released convicts will eventually return home and unleash chaos there?
Greetings to you. So basically, the convicts have deserted here. They are pretending to be wounded and want to storm something, a car, and come to Selidovo. So the situation is quite serious. Now I will say the call signs if they are introduced: Joker, Hatch, Crossing, and about 4 more people. Dangerous people, so be on alert and warn those nearby if possible. Those at the school. In the school, the one we have here. This is our Evaka. Perikot calls himself Tatarin. So be more careful and inform the guys here in Novotroiko who are at Evaka's school. Bring up to speed.
Chinese volunteers in the Russian army. How many foreign armies are helping the second best army in the world?
过年好啊，过年好。
A drone of the 12th Special Operations Brigade, Azov, of the National Guard of Ukraine, has guided 203mm 2S7 Pion self-propelled artillery systems at a Russian assault group. It is reported that on New Year's Eve, December 30th, 2024, a Russian assault group attempted to attack the positions of the Ukrainian defense forces in the Toretsk sector of the Donetsk region. The enemy used 5 BMP-2 infantry fighting vehicles, equipped with slat armor and electronic countermeasure systems, to transport troops. The Russian armored vehicles were attacked during the transportation. Judging by the footage released, drones and artillery were used, and one of the BMPs apparently hit a mine. The footage shows how 2 armored personnel carriers brought the assault group to the building. The infantrymen hurried up and took up position in one of the destroyed houses. After stopping, these BMPs were attacked by Ukrainian forces. The video shows that one of them was completely destroyed. The pilot crew of the reconnaissance drone began to guide the most powerful artillery system of the Ukrainian army, 2S7 Pion. Judging by the fact that the enemy's position was fired at short intervals, we can conclude that 2 or more Tu-S7 were employed. The artillery fire was so powerful and accurate that it completely destroyed the enemy-occupied building. As a consequence of the 203mm shell's impacts, there was little chance of survival, even in a shelter. The Tu-S7 Pion is a Soviet high-powered self-propelled artillery system designed to destroy individual critical facilities and destroy fortifications. The firepower of the self-propelled artillery system is provided by the 203mm Tu-A44 gun, which has a maximum rate of fire of 1.5 rounds per minute. The Tu-S7 Pion cannon has a 4-round capacity. Depending on the ammunition, the range of fire is from 13 to 47 kilometers. The Tu-S7 running gear is made on an adapted 7-roller tracked chassis from the T-80 tank with the engine and some other units from the T-72. The combat performance of Ukrainian Tu-S7s is ensured by the presence of American 203mm shells. And let's see the situation in Africa. The Congolese rebels of the March 23rd movement captured a Su-25 attack aircraft, as well as a large number of armored vehicles and artillery, including the Ukrainian-made Bastion system. The footage of the trophy equipment was published by the reporters of the Rwandan edition of RBA Digital, who managed to get into the rebel-held city of Goma. Having driven the government forces out of the besieged border town on August 30th, the militants took control of key positions and the Mpuzamahanga airport, located in the middle of the construction site, where troops and Congolese combat aircraft were stationed. It is reported that during the operation to capture Goma, which had lasted 3 days, the March 23rd movement fighters had been confronted by Hibu Special Forces and the Congolese Guard. About 480 people were taken prisoner. The most significant trophy was a Su-25 attack aircraft based at the captured airport. At one time, 6 of these aircraft were supplied by Russia. Together with Mi-24 helicopters, they make up the combat component of the DR Congo's aviation. Militants also managed to capture a significant arsenal of armored vehicles. The operators showed about a dozen BAT UMG armored vehicles, 2 T-55 tanks in unknown condition, and a large number of off-road vehicles. Among the artillery, 2 old Soviet-era 12mm M30 howitzers and 122mm D30 howitzer were spotted. In addition, a Bastion multiple rocket launcher system on the Kraz chassis, manufactured by the Shepativka repair plant, was captured in working order. In the hangars of the airbase, journalists caught a glimpse of shipping containers with Belarusian Berkut BM decoy drones.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.